Well, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here, and let's wake up my football gods this morning. Let's wake up, guys. Man, last night I was actually really down last night. And of course, it's so many of you out there, when a man is down, you want to try and push him down a little bit further. And you keyboard warriors out there, you do the trick. Well, unfortunately for you, you guys trying to come down on me just motivates me that much more. In fact, that's the kick in the ass that I need to go ahead and come back out at you. So we're here for another day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And speaking of here for another day, Peoples Aguilar, my buddy who gave me this piece right here, he is out of the hospital and found a new job. He is doing well, recovering from the coronavirus. And man, you saw pictures of him before and what he's been through. Thoughts and prayers definitely help. I'm happy for you, my man, Peoples Aguilar. Glad you are back getting around and getting back to business. So last night, I was talking. See, this is the thing that's kind of funny, is half-ass. Half-ass. I hate half-assed. Half-ass is when you just kind of go through the motions of doing something. You get lazy, and I don't like lazy. You can say a lot of things about me. Hair's nappy, unshaven, wears dirty clothes, drives a beat-up pickup truck, Maybe is one-sided and a homer, but you cannot say I'm lazy. See, you need to understand, if you're going to do something, and I don't care what it is, I don't care if it's a marriage, I don't care if it's a friendship, I don't care if it's remodeling your house or just raking the ground. You need to go ahead and do it the right way. Don't half-ass nothing. I mean nothing in life, okay? And that includes, if you're going to watch a video, watch the whole thing before you try and comment on it, because most of the time you don't know what the fuck you're talking about if you don't get all the information. Don't be that guy who's making stupid assumptions about something without understanding what you actually watch. You understand what I'm saying? That's half-assing. So what I said last night on a video is the Dallas Cowboys are trying to build a team to challenge and beat Kansas City. That's what they're doing. You look at Kansas City, you look at them. They are a track meet. They have a great tight end. They got great wide receivers, got a great running back, got a great quarterback. They can light up the scoreboard. They can boom, 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 boom. They can move the football. So what you try and do is you look at the competition, same thing with the Eagles, the Redskins, the Giants. You look at the competition and you build to counter. Understand what the military does. The other side has a tougher tank, thicker armor, that's faster. What do? We need a tank that's going to be even faster. We need to come up with, say, like refractive armor. So that way when the missiles hit it, it blows it back away. You counter what the other force does in order to become successful. Basic strategy. And you look at the NFL with the Baltimore Ravens, with Lamar Jackson and his running ability, and quick score offense. You look at Kansas City, quick score offense. You look at, if the Eagles get that speed that we're talking about, quick score offense, and Carson Wentz can stay upright. So you build to counter those things. But it's so funny because I'll go through and I'll say, oh, the Cowboys did something New England like. They're learning that if you sign guys to one-year deals, guys that have a reason to play exceptionally well because they're looking for the next contract, if they leave, like Robert Quinn and Randall Cobb, you paid nothing for them, but when they leave, you get compensatory picks. There's nothing earth-shattering about it. The Cowboys will get 4 compensatory picks, a third, a fourth, a fifth, a seventh. Next year's draft, because of guys they let go, which is something that New England has mastered forever. New England wins the Super Bowl, yet they got 12 picks the next year, or 11 picks the next year. Because they do this. They understand that there's strength in numbers. And so I say the Dallas Cowboys are doing something New England-esque. People who don't understand what I'm saying, people that are half-assing, will go through, how dare you compare the Cowboys to New England? They've won six Super Bowls since your last one. What an idiot. No, I didn't say we were the New England Patriots, idiot, because you're half-assing. I said you're doing something that's New England-esque. There's a difference between the two. I didn't say the Dallas Cowboys are built to beat Kansas City. I say they're building. That means they're in the process of. They are working their way to get better. And in case you didn't understand, those who half-ass, it takes time to build. You don't all of a sudden just pop out and, okay, everything's done. You have to get the pieces. You have to learn. You have to have things come together. And as much as people want to throw shade on this team, first part of the last decade, 8-8, 8-8, 8-8, 12-4, 4-12. That 5-year span, we had one division crown, one playoff game, and one winning season. That's a fact. Since that time, we've had 3 winning seasons, 2 playoff berths, 2 division championships. That's clearly better than this. Am I wrong? To me, you've now got a franchise quarterback. You've got great wide receivers. You got a great defensive end. You got some decent parts. You still have a pretty good offensive line. You got a really good quarterback. You've got a lot more pieces here now than you did, say, a few years ago. You've had more success here, be it not complete, during this time frame than you did over here. You are building towards something. Now, you added a new part, a new brain trust, a new philosophy, different things. You are building. You now have coaches that have a world view when it comes to the NFL instead of everybody who's Jason Garrett-esque, who's all come from the Dallas Cowboys and has that same mentality of we're doing what we did in the 90s. So, that was my point. So don't half-ass things. Don't make comments on things if you're only half-ass reading it. Don't make decisions in your world, in your life, without doing all of it. Understand what you're talking about. Don't half-ass. That's not just football. That's everything. Get all the information first. Don't be a half-asser. So, as we're going through, this is kind of a slow cycle right now of things that are going on. The NFLPA has, contrary to popular belief, the NFL teams they've got 75 people started working yesterday between the Star and AT&T Stadium. Coaches are supposed to be back next week and things. And the NFL is saying that they're going to try and have training camps, OTAs beginning maybe mid-June to late June. It's all fine and good from the NFL side. NFLPA has said, pump the brakes on that. We have not gotten that far. We are still figuring out how this is going to happen safely for all parties involved. So, yes, we're saying all the great things, the wonderful things that we're going to have packed stadiums and things. That's the plan. But as everybody knows, none of us plan to be inside for 3 months. Plans have to evolve and plans have to change. So, with this short cycle, you know the old playbook. The old playbook is nothing else to talk about. Let's talk about Dak Prescott. So let me give you a little taste of what went on and my counter to it from Skip, and Shannon.
And maybe into the season, how does that affect the team?
Well, I expected Sean Lee said exactly what I would expect him to say. There's nothing to dislike about Dak Prescott. Now, although I have not been around him extensively like Sean Lee has, the little bit I've been around him, He strikes me as a guy that prepares, that study hard, one of the first ones in the building, one of the last ones to leave. He's the consummate teammate. He's constantly rooting guys on. And he's been there. They've seen this guy, Skip, come in as a fourth-round draft pick with the expectations. It's not an easy job. It's not easy playing quarterback. It's not easy playing for what many perceive as America's team, which are the Dallas Cowboys. And he's come in there and he's passed this test thus far with flying colors. And Skip, they've watched Dak Prescott sit by patiently and watch player after player after player get paid. And all he's done was continue to go out there and perform at a very high level. And everyone in the locker room knows that he's vastly underpaid. But they also know that his time is going to come. And as he has been supportive of them getting paid, they will be equally as supportive of him getting paid. And Skip, you remember 2 years ago when the Le'Veon Bell, I said, Skip, I played 14 years and I've been in a lot of locker rooms. I said, I've never seen a situation like this, because one of the things that you don't do in a locker room is speak on another man's money.
Hey, whoa, hold up right there.
Played in locker room.
Right there. That's what I'm talking about. You don't speak on another man's money. You know, when we had Lincoln, who Leon let, he took his turkey. Okay? All right, but I'm not going to tell Leon let that one. Like you said, Leon let a big guy. You don't speak on another man's money. This whole thing, because I'm not even going to go through with Skip Bayless, because Skip Bayless, of course, has turned into the Dak Prescott hater. This whole idea that players get mad because somebody else got paid. No. No. Everybody has the mentality of, you go get yours. There is no animosity in there about one player getting paid. In fact, I want to go back in the history, because, see, we all seem to forget history. And understand history. If you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you're going. And understand, even though times change, you know, we look at things, we got smartphones, we got computers, you know, how does this stuff relate to something that happened 200 years ago? You can't relate. Well, guess what? Our Constitution was made over 250 years ago, 220 some years ago, okay? But it's still relative today. Yes, situations may change, but the realities and the concepts don't. Because, see, we've been here before. We've been here so many times before. Understand, Emmitt Smith, and I think I moved this, did I? Emmitt Smith, after winning the Super Bowl, was better than Thurman Thomas. Thurman Thomas at the time was thought to be better before Emmitt Smith had the breakout years. And Emmitt Smith wanted to be paid like Thurman Thomas. And Jerry Jones is like, Emmitt who? They ended up not getting the deal done, and Emmitt Smith held out the first two games, in which case the second game was against Buffalo, and we lost to Buffalo. And Charles Haley famously took his helmet and slammed it into the locker. And I'm going to tell you, when Charles Haley gets pissed off, people listen. And said, we can't win with no damn rookie running back. Now, I don't know if Jerry Jones was in the locker room there, but Jerry Jones is always in the locker room after games. I guarantee you that Jerry Jones stepped out of the locker room because they got that deal done then. And let me see if I can find the clip. And this is where things are all relative. That's why the Cowboys couldn't have offered Smith such a deal months ago when Thomas' contract first became an issue. Jones said, often sometimes can result in negotiating moving parts. Whether we made a mistake in strategy, I don't know. But there's a difference in what you're willing to pay and what you're willing to offer. The difference of what you're willing to pay versus willing to offer. I don't get that one. But I know this. After starting out 0-2, winning the Super Bowl, and realizing we need that guy, they got it done. But nobody in that locker room looked at Emmitt Smith and said, damn, dude, screw you. We lost the first two games because you weren't here holding out for money, man. Why weren't you a team player? No, that doesn't happen. It Every player understands, hey, I'm only here for X amount of time. The next play could be my last one. And players understand, your money is your money. I ain't got nothing to do with that. And I'm going to go get mine. It always amazes me how everybody half-ass understands things. Because we have people out here half-ass saying, Dak Prescott won $45 million. People are still, he wanted $40 million. Get the story right. The bottom line is the difference in this contract is 4 years versus 5 years. That what you guys are trying to get Dak Prescott to do is something that nobody else is doing right now. Signing deals that are down the road that far when the NFL is going to be redoing the television contract, when the NFL is going to be getting gambling money. Whether or not you think it's enough money for you or me is irrelevant because we are not part of those 2,000 people. 2,000 people on the face of the earth where there's billions of people that can do that job. If you can do that job, I damn sure would say you should get $35 million, but you can't. So it's irrelative in the situation. You take the top of any career and they're going to get paid a whole lot more than everybody else. It's just the way it is. Whew. All right, I'm feeling good this morning. And it's hump day, and I've got something special coming today. I'm going to be I'm going to be doing a live stream later on today. Where I've got, oh boy, you guys are going to love this thing. You guys going to love this thing because we're going to be in the shop, and we got the new one. We got the one that, you guys keep me young. See, when you start getting old, when you don't use it, you lose it, okay? So that's why you want to be active. That's why you want to keep the brain going, okay? Things in motion stay in motion, okay? So as long as you're not just sitting on your ass taking a nap, you're doing better. So you guys keep me on my toes because you keep coming up with new ideas and for racks. Hey, man, can you do? Oh, damn, here we go again. Here we go, another crazy one. Damn. But you asked for it, you're going to get it today. All right, I'll see you guys later.